Good morning. I am Madhurima Datta, Zoology and Biology Educational Content Creator. Now's content for B.SC Zoology Honours, M.SC Zoology Honours, CUET PG and CSIRNET Life Sciences students. Paper non-coordinates, units Echinodermata and topic is class Asteroidea and water vascular system of Echinodermata. It is an important topic for the B.SC Zoology Honours and also CSIRNET Life Sciences students. Class Asteroidea. Sisters, often called starfishes, demonstrate basic features of echinoderm structure and function very well. There are about 1500 living species and they are easily obtainable. Form and function of the class Asteroidea. At first, I will discuss about their external features. Sisters are composed of a central disc that merges gradually with the tapering arms, that is rays. The body is somewhat flattened, flexible and covered with a ciliated pigmented epidermis. Their mouth is centered on the under or oral side surrounded by a soft peristomial membrane. An ambulacrum or ambulacral area runs from the mouth on the oral side of each arm to the tip of the arm. An ambulacral groove is found along the middle of each ambulacral area, and the groove is bordered by rows of tube feet, that is also called podia. These in turn are usually protected by movable spines. A large radial nerve can be seen in the center of each ambulacral groove between the rows of tube feet. Under the nerve is an extension of the coelom and the radial canal of the water vascular system, all of which are external to the underlying ossicles. Around the bases of spines of aboral surface are groups of minute pincer-like pedicellariae bearing tiny jaws manipulated by muscles. Next, papula are soft, delicate projections of the coelomic cavity covered only with epidermis and lined internally with peritoneum. They extend out throughout the spaces between ossicles and are involved with respiration. Also on the aboral side are an inconspicuous anus and a conspicuous circular madreporite, a calcareous sieve leading to the water vascular system. Next, endoskeleton. Beneath the epidermis of sisters is a mesodermal endoskeleton of small calcareous plates or ossicles found together with the connective tissue. This connective tissue is an unusual form of mutable collagen termed catch collagen that is under neurological control. Ossicles are penetrated by a meshwork of spaces usually filled with fibers and dermal cells. This internal meshwork structure is described as stereome and is unique to echinoderms. Next, coelom expression and respiration. Coelomic compartments of larval echinoderms give rise to several structures in adults, one of which is spacious body coelom filled with fluid. These fluids contain amoebocytes, Barthes internal organ, and project into papula. The ciliated peritoneal lining the coelom circulates the fluid around the body cavity and into the papula. Next, exchange of respiratory gases and excretion of nitrogenous waste, principally ammonia, occur by diffusion through the thin walls of papula and tube feet. Some wastes may be engulfed by coelomocytes, which migrate through the epithelium of papula or the tube feet to the exterior. Next, water vascular system of the starfishes. The water vascular system is another coelomic compartment unique to echinoderms. It is a set of canals and specialized tube feet that together with the dermal ossicles forms a hydraulic system. At first, responsible for stone canals and ring canal. Structurally, the water vascular system opens to the outside through small pores in the madreporite. The madreporite of asteroids is on the aboral surface can leads into a stone canal which descends towards a ring canal around the mouth. Next, radial canal. Radial canals diverge from the ring canals, one into the ambulacral groove of each ring. Next, Tideman's body and Polian vesicles. Attached to the ring canal are 4 or 5 pairs of folded pouch-like Tiedemann's bodies and from 1 to 5 Polian vesicles. Tiedemann's bodies may produce coelomocytes and Polian vesicles are apparently for fluid storage and regulation of the internal pressure with the water vascular system. Next, lateral canal. A series of small lateral canals which with a one-way valve connects the radial canal to the cylindrical podia or tube feet along the sides of the ambulacral groove in each ray. Next, ampulla. Each podium is hollow muscular tube, the inner end of which a muscular sac or ampulla which lies within the body coelom and the outer end of the which usually bears a sucker. Some species lack suckers. Podia pass to the outside between ossicles in the ambulacral groove. Next, mechanism of water vascular system. The water vascular system operates hydraulically and is an effective locomotor mechanism. The basic design applies muscular pressure to coelomic fluids in tube feet to stiffen them for working. The ampulla at the top of the tube foot serves as a fluid reservoir. Each tube foot has in its wall connective tissue that maintain the cylinder at a relatively constant diameter. Contraction of muscles in the ampulla forces fluid into the podium, extending it. Valves in the lateral canals prevent black flow of fluid into the radial canals. Conversely, contraction of the longitudinal muscles in the tube foot retracts the podium, forcing fluid back into the ampulla, and contraction of the muscles in one side of the podium bends the organ towards the side. Next, tube feet are innervated by the central nervous system, that is ectoneural and hyponeural systems. Nervous condition enables tube feet to move in a single direction, although not in unison, so that the sister may progress. If the radial nerve in an arm is cut, podia in that arm lost coordination, although they can still function. Next, feeding and digestive system of the starfish. The upper part is smaller and connected by ducts to a pair of large pyloric cica, that is digestive glands in the each arm. A short intestine leads aborally from the pyloric stomach, and there are usually a few small sac-like intestinal cica. The anus is inconspicuous and some sisters lack an intestine and anus. Next, hemal system. The so-called hemal system is not very well developed in asteroids, and its function in all echinoderms is unclear. The hemal system has little to do with circulation of body fluids. It is a system of tissue and strands enclosing unlined sinuses and is itself enclosed in another coelomic compartments or peripheral channels. Next, nervous system. The nervous system consists of 3 units at different levels in disc and arm. Chief of this system is an oral system composed of a nerve ring around. Now the topic has ended. Please subscribe my YouTube channel Biogenesis by Madhurima and follow my Facebook page Madhurima Datta. I also share the link in comment box of the YouTube channel. Thank you everyone.